I had a conversation with a student during office hours once, and the student's comment was, "Thank you for treating us as individuals." And I was a little surprised, but how else would a teacher teach a class?
I started writing about 3 years into getting my PhD because I got tired of making flies that had legs growing out of their heads. And I took a graduate science journalism course, and it completely changed my focus. I knew from that point on that just as Jackie and David were destined to be teachers, I was destined to be a writer.
I got into teaching back in a research lab at Harvard Medical School in the mid-70s and had the opportunity to do some direct teaching with medical students. I realized that what really lights my fire with teaching is the individual interactions and watching those individual lights come on.
What excites me most about teaching are the kids. I enjoy watching the lights go on, and I even enjoy watching the befuddlement on their faces and helping them figure out what they're supposed to be figuring out.
I think that's how I approach all my students. What do you want to be when you grow up? And for many of them, part of getting to that goal, that career goal, is taking anatomy and physiology. Now, it can be seen as a roadblock, and so I guess for me, I took that as a challenge to make this course more accessible, where students could feel like, okay, this is not going to be the roadblock to keep me from getting to where I want to be, so I can be what I want to be when I grow up.
As I'm teaching, I use a lot of technology in my classroom, and I was seeing that a lot of the technology is good, but I wanted it to be better. I really wanted it to focus in on what the students need, which is that repetition without being the exact same thing over and over. So I started working with McGraw-Hill, working on some online content for the students, specifically in Connect, and it just fell in love with the amount I could and the envelope I wanted to push in order to get new technology in there and new content for the students to learn from.